what we saw from Group A.
Well, some of the games that we've seen seem to have been decided very early, but they can't. But the teams can't push high ground until later on. Mm-hmm. Is that mostly what you're saying, or because there were two games that were really long, both of course with the Elite Wolves. The other games seem to have been decided fairly early.
Yeah, and one was a Tinker game, which is just like what happens with Tinker a lot. Game.
Yeah.
The first game was the Elite Wolves Na'Vi, which was kind of like a back and forth game. I don't know. I think that was just one of those crazy epic games. That's more what that was.
Ryu, new patch, 5 official matches played today. What are the teams that are going to play in Group B take away from those matches?
I think they're going to take away that maybe Axe might be a very good hero. Don't go blade mail first unnecessarily on that hero. Winter Wyvern for me I think has been the standout support nowadays. It's just been able to, as we talk about, it's really good against all these melee cores that want to have that physical right-click damage, and then you just cold embrace. And also, these melee heroes, you group up. Magnus could be very good, and as well as, the turnaround ulti coming in.
And Winter's Curse isn't always about like killing off an enemy hero inside the curse. It sets up your own stun. So we saw Winter's Curse used, and then a Slaughter Crush follows up. There was like multiple fights where a 3-man Slaughter Crush followed Winter's Curse. So
and Hex too with the Tinker, they just followed up all the stuns perfectly with the curse after the curses.
So is there something that's typically missing that you were expecting to see after the patch and we haven't really seen showcased here today so far?
We haven't seen Echo Saber at all, Bloodthorn at all, because
Bloodthorn's like an ultra late game and only on certain heroes.
Yeah.
I think the Echo Saber is an item that has an awkward build-up with the Oblivion stuff, Ogre Club. So it's not that it's a bad item, it's just like you need to have a set plan going in, like, oh, this hero Echo Saber is really good on, we're going to get it. But
Hurricane Pipe we saw a few times with the Enchantress. It worked out a little bit for one of those games, but it's not the biggest thing.
It was not a game-changing item.
No, it wasn't game-changing.
So we're going to watch the first game, Vega versus MVP.Phoenix. We have Vega, I guess they're the underdog on paper, definitely compared to MVP.Phoenix, but coming into a new patch, perhaps Vega seems a bit more stable. I kind of feel that personally, but that's maybe because I watch Vega more than MVP.Phoenix.
If Elite Wolves can do what they just did, I mean, anybody can do it.
That sounds like flame, Ryu.
No, I'm not flaming them at all. It's just like we accept the expectations of Elite. I'm actually
you're a European man.
I'm one of the biggest advocates for the South American scene for the longest time.
Okay.
But because of the match fixing stuff, I kind of not want to say jump ship, but it hurt a lot. It hurt a lot down here because I love playing. I played a lot against Smash, and I played with him, and he's just a really, really good guy. But all things aside, I think that. Yeah, it's just who showed up today, right?
That's a cool storyline because for Elite Wolves, a tournament like this actually is huge because they don't get to play in majors. They don't get to play at TI. So events like WePlay is the big event for them. It's also very outside of like the team when they were not today came to the summit a couple times. They don't get to go to many international events. The Spanish casters are even here. Like this is like one of the rare opportunities for the South American scene to really represent themselves, both from having casters here and their best team here.
Would you then say that, going back to the results of Team Spirit that we saw earlier today, Team Spirit is going to play...
Do everything
just keep running at people, honestly.
The
patch now is not going to be the same as it is in a month.
Everything they have in store? I'm not making any excuses, let's not be clear. But
the patch has been out. I think it's less they're not showing and more they're perhaps experimenting. I think if you're a team playing the qualifiers, your best bet is to treat this tournament like the game seriously, but try stuff. Try a bunch of new stuff, try new heroes, try new items. For Elite Wolves, it's very much do everything
just keep running at people, honestly. The patch now is not going to be the same as it is in a month, as the same as in even 2 months. You're always going to have different heroes coming to the top, and then you're always going to have the necessity to have counters for those heroes, and that's why the Dota meta is always changing, even though you keep the same meta. So it's just, what counters what.
Okay, so MVP.Phoenix versus Vega, what are we going to focus on? What's going to be the decider for this match? Is there any player you're looking forward to seeing? Any specific hero? I personally like FN's Ursa a lot. He's a beast on that hero.
I like his clinks more.
Didn't mean to be fun, but his clinks more.
Yeah, I love it more. I mean, he just goes around the map, kills everybody
That's
alone.
what he does on Ursa too.
I like it more Clink style because it's just like a ninja just going around.
I like Clinks, but I'm a Clinks picker too. So
I'm not a Clinks picker per se, but I just love watching the hero as much.
I want to see Kyo.
On what?
I love
anything?
I want to see Kyo. What I love about watching and casting Kyo, or just Kyo in general, is that he's either going godlike and owning everyone, or he's like 0 and 10. It's great fun seeing him. It's like the two extremes. The middle ground isn't there. I mean, I used to play with this guy back in Dota 1. Like we flame each other all the time. I even see him like now at events and he flames me because apparently, I don't remember doing this, but apparently I removed him from my Dota 2 Steam friends or something. Oh no, it was Dota 1 friends list. Like after some pub game, I removed him from friends list. And he still reminds me of this. I'm like,
was that then like the unfollow on Twitter? Is it like the same equivalent?
Probably, yeah. You know, back then.
Because you don't have the, I think it's the mutual. So back in Warcraft 3, you would have the mutual in the brackets there, and then it would be in green, and then you just didn't have it anymore, and just like.
So I got salty at QO.
It was sad.
We actually have a draft. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
IO and Lich instantly banned. I'm really curious to see Lich played at some point this tournament, by the way.
At some point, someone's going to let it through.
Well. Enchantress first pick for MVP, and for Vega, the first pick Bounty Hunter and Witch Doctor, 2 heroes which we haven't seen played yet today. We did see them banned though.
I mean, MVP's opener just looks like it could be a 6.8. I mean, both teams.
Both.
Yeah,
I was going to say both.
This is just standard opener from the previous patch, and all heroes, which for the most part are still very viable. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about the patch is it was more item and play, like general meta changes. Hero changes were very minimal.
These teams are going pretty fast, actually.
That's what we like. I mean, they probably scrimmed each other like 5 times now.
This morning. Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Ember Slark just spanning signature QO heroes.
Sometimes teams avoid scrimming each other right before a big
match. No. Yeah, well, of course.
New patch, though. I think now more than ever is like the time where you just say, you could be versing this team in the grand finals tomorrow, and you're like, we'll scrim you anyways because we want to learn the new patch.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like you figure out what's good, what's not. But.
So far, which opening do you favor?
Vegas says a lot less about what they're doing.
Enchantress and Batrider is always scary to play against. Yeah. I mean, you can rotate anywhere around the map. Batrider's late game presence. So Vega is more like, okay, well, we have this Witch Doctor stunt to really help you out early on against maybe the Enchantress roams where you won't die. But it doesn't necessarily stop the creep from still pushing the lane or whatnot. And with the Bounty Hunter, you have to get a lot done, I feel, especially against this lineup. And I want to see if he can. Like, what mid heroes are they going to pick for no one? That's another matchup. It's really nice to see. He plays Puck and Queen of Pain religiously.
Puck is already banned, sorry.
But I think
still in, though.
I think with the openers, it's very much like with MVP, like you know they're going to be aggressive. They've got this full position Enchantress who's going to be roaming around, the Batrider who's going to be pesky in lane, Witch Doctor Bounty, it's like, well, reactionary supports, kind of. So.
Just pretty much.
Vega is very open-ended. With Witch Doctor Bounty, you can pick anything from there on out.
And as well. Sure. Basically, their whole strategy is going to revolve around the 2 cores, or at least what they're planning on doing with their strategy.
And they're like the Nature's Prophet with Bounty, because he can find heroes, then you've got a Nature's Prophet who's TPing in, giving that extra bit of damage, finding kills, the Wrath of Nature to help secure kills. Like if Bounty ganks a lane, you can have a Wrath of Nature, you can have a Prophet TP in, so it's that extra bit of just follow-up damage to go with the Bounty pick.
I haven't been sold on the Nature's Prophets today, but we're going to have to see how it works out.
Just because of like the mech build and stuff?
Yeah, I really dislike the drums mech if it doesn't if you don't win the team fights. If you win the team fights, yeah, absolutely, it's amazing, but it's no Shadowblade Orchid. You're not really shutting down people.
It's no Ag Scepter.
Yeah, no Ags for the split push. I mean, we saw Rubik do it better last game? He steals the Wrath of Nature and had so many items last game.
Rich supports seem to be a bit of a theme for the new patch, at least.
Yeah, we saw Art Styles and Enchantress just always have farm too earlier.
And the rich get richer with the Bounty Hunter, so that's a good one there. I kind of feel like that Batrider pick on the side of MVP. There's nothing that Vega can do against it so far, and they need 2 more cores, so how are they going to fix that problem? Is Ursa's ultimate actually good against
If you get Ags,
it's okay.
If you get Ags, you can take off the Flaming Lasso.
Generally, you would get Ags, though.
It depends.
At some
if there's
point.
silence,
not first, obviously, but
no. Actually, you would actually get Ags after like a Blink and a Lifesteal if you have no silences on the enemy team. If there's silences like a Puck and something else, you actually have to get a BKB.
Well, they pick up a Zeus after the Batrider.
Oh, Drow Ranger.
So you got that.
Pretty lady's back.
Yes, she received a very small buff to her Gust. The cast point
increase,
got
or
improved.
Rather reduced, yeah.
It kind of sounds small, but like when you're playing this hero and you're getting ganked, like that gust, like turn rate, casting, cast is it's so slow. So that's actually a pretty good quality of life improvement for Joy Ranger.
There's not really many blink heroes, I guess you could say, for the Zeus to cancel out. That's another thing we haven't talked about.
Zeus. I was about to say Zeus was a hero that to me got like pretty heavily nerfed, considering it was like
Static
good,
Storm,
but it wasn't amazing.
A little bit nerfed there because of the magic damage intelligence boost.
It becomes clear now why they picked Zeus.
Yeah. Zeus and
Zeus Spectre can actually kind of bully
plus
this
Bat Rider. I mean, they have so much global right now, it's scary. And their early game is very good. They just need another solid support, like Wyvern. Wyvern Band is really good, especially against the Drow strat.
Would you go for that?
Dazzle!
Dazzle, yeah?
Dazzle or...
And Witch Doctor's taken on the other team, so...
You go Wind Ranger now. If you're Vega.
What's... Oh, for Vega?
Yeah, I think you go Wind Ranger.
Well, that Queen of Pain got banned out. I believe no one sometimes
Invoker still?
Prophet,
is Invoker that too heavily nerfed to be played mid?
I just want to see a TA one day again, just like that one.
Sure.
TA against Zeus can take...
TA versus Bat Rider is rough.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
and then,
great.
But you're on dire side, so you're also running at them constantly with the traps. Okay. I don't know. I really like the hero, but I'm just fangirling right now, right? Because I just want to see the hero. But it's MVP's pick here.
It's a support. They could Disruptor's a support they like to play. It doesn't. It's pretty good with Spectre. It's not amazing.
It's not really good against the Death Ball, but yeah, if
they also don't have reliable. It's Lasso and then Where's Your Disable.
Yeah,
that's actually maybe more of a go-to for MVP even.
One more pick. Vega, what are they going to go for?
Jeez, they've got 2.5 minutes to decide their pick. Let's just take a nap, guys.
I'm down with that.
Reserve time went up, didn't it?
Yeah, more reserve time.
And teams generally would use all that time not just to decide their pick, but also to lay out their plan for the game. So yeah, we have a bit of time here, perhaps, on our hands.
It's back.
So what does the last pick? What does it need to contain? What do they need to gain with it? I mean, without even naming heroes. A stun?
Stun, or just more, chasing potential. It's no one, so it has to be either Wind Ranger, Puck, and then the X Factor could be. I don't think Dragon Knight could be. You think they might go Dragon Knight? Because Dragon Knight range form gets that Drow.
It sieges very well.
It's very good at sieging.
Against Zeus Spectre, it's not bad. Like that's the other thing. You want some sustain against the Zeus Spectre. Like you haven't. You've got Bounty who can build the mech, the
Time
pipe.
to get that pipe.
Yeah.
Pipe one Dragon Knight.
I wouldn't mind a DK pick here. Seems. The other thing is you're against Enchanters. So there's going to be a lot of rotations toward mid. You're kind of considering what heroes are maybe more elusive.
But Zeus is not the best burst damage.
No one, Nature's Prophet, possibility. Pick something else for the offlane. Something with more control, perhaps.
I think it's quite unlikely.
Yeah, there's no other offlane hero that can be ranged that's going to offer you more range or more DPS with your Drow Ranger.
No, I was actually hoping for Mag Earthshaker, but I can dream. I can dream.
If that was a Medusa, then yes.
Medusa mid?
No. Relax. That'd be crazy. Too crazy.
Is Ember an option without? Because they don't have a silence on the side.
They banned it already.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and they banned it themselves.
Fine. Yeah, they banned it just because of QO mostly.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna.
Wind Ranger seems like I think they're not like confused right here. They, like you say, you have all this reserve time. They're just going through their options or their game plan. They probably already knew a minute and a half ago what they're going to pick and just talking things over.
Yeah, they're going to be Enchantress, Bat Rider, top lane, Venge, Spectre, bottom. Can we punish this Venge and Spectre lane because it's super greedy?
I feel like Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet safe
Bounty,
kind of
Nature's
iffy.
Prophet. Okay, Dragon Knight.
Wow.
Nice.
Good call. Good call, Ryu. I like it.
All right. I'm down.
I think this is a really good pick, actually.
I'm down with it.
So this Dragon Knight, compared to previous Dragon Knight, is this one going to win? We saw one lose earlier today.
It depends on the Enchantress and how, Enchantress can gank and kill Dragon Knight. Yeah, you're tanky and all that, but...
I was going to have the same sentiments, whereas Enchantress, I want to see how well he plays this early game, and if Enchantress has a really good early game, I think MVP will win, but if he doesn't, I do think that Vega is going to be able to snowball very heavily, and I think he'll win. So I'm going to go Vega.
There's a lot of good lanes to gank. Like, you've got the Bat Rider in the off lane, you've got the mid lane Dragon Knight who's gankable, the safe lane as well, the Nature's Prophet, you can gank him, so...
But who are you going to go for? We got one already favoring Vega.
I beat Ryu once. Let's see if I can do it again. Let's go and beat Vega.
Okay, we're going to find out who is going to take this first game and move to the lower or upper bracket of Group B here. It is time for, well, for Vega Squadron versus MVP.Phoenix. And we have on the microphone ODPixel and Pajkatt.
Just passing over now. There she is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's me again and you.
It's me again.
Yeah, you again. It's both
of us
again.
You sounded a bit too, like,
what?
Sad about the fact that it was me again.
I am sad. It's you again. I love your Pajkatt. It's fine. Welcome back. We're going to have another game on hands. MVP versus Vega. It's underway. Best of one, and this is, of course, first game of Group B. So we're breaking into the big boys now. I think kind of going in, a lot of people say Vega, and also what? EG and
Adfinum.
Adfinum, yes, the Greeks, indeed. The guys that I think, you know, could be maybe potential for a bit of an underdog story. They've shown some pretty good performances, at least when I've seen them in Dream League.
Just look at that Witch Doctor.
Look at the. What's he done?
Can you see the monkey?
Has he got
There's
a
monkey on his shoulder.
Is it? Yeah.
How cool is that?
Well, everyone's got that. That's like the Immortal, isn't it? That everyone buys.
Really? I've never seen it before.
You've never seen that?
I don't pay that much attention to cosmetics, okay?
How have you never seen, what's it called, like Mr. Tiddles or something?
I don't pay much attention to cosmetics. I just play the game.
Had upon a rib. Oh no, that's the drums.
Okay.
Bonkers, that's what he's called, Bonkers.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Venge already got off to. Did they manage to kill a treant? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he killed a treant, yeah. That 15 XP, very nice.
3 sentries on the bounty hunter.
First CS of the game as well. That's pretty impressive for Doobie.
Yeah. I mean, this is actually gonna be a very interesting matchup. I think both these teams they're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen MVP on an international stage since Dope.
No, they were.
What have they done?
There was one LAN where they didn't do too well, right? I think quite recently. Besides Pit, I feel like there was.
Oh, were they at Star Ladder?
They were at Star Ladder, right?
They were.
Yeah, I think so. They didn't do too well, but anyways, still, I think it's gonna be exciting. Good game.
No, I mean, yeah, it's what with Vega picking up the DK. We were having a guess of that, but I mean, as you said, DK is kind of nice. You were saying I was going through some suggestions, but you've got to be careful of what the potential of Zeus and a gank maybe coming in from the edge, and this guy. You think he's going to be pretty well suited to dealing with that if that comes in early?
Yeah, I mean he has the magic wand pickup already on the Dragon Knight, and with the new Dragon Blood you get a lot of regen from that. And we also talked about this previously. I would actually like to see this DK at some point pick up a hood in this game.
Yeah,
because it's so cheap nowadays.
It's such a value item, isn't it?
1.7k nowadays, like 1,725 gold, and you also have that active spell. So it's a really cheap item. Go for something like Armlet, Treads, and Hood, and then just siege towers.
I mean, you just might as well,
yeah.
On the way through your build, it's just going to add so much against Zeus. It's going to make the fights very hard for MP to burst you down. I mean, also talking about kind of item builds, QO as well. We were saying, do you think there's any chance we're going to kind of see Vanguard Radiance make a bit of a resurgence with the fact that you have got that better late game with the potential of upgrading the Vanguard, or do you feel we're just going to see standard stuff from QO? You know, your phase, your drums, your urn, your manta, your diffusal.
I think it's just going to. Also, the Poorman indicative that he's not going to go Vanguard. I don't really want to go both Poorman Shield and Vanguard. But yeah, the Spectre is both Spectre and Zeus obviously. For that damage early on.
Absolutely, it's going to be a very hard game for out against these guys. Unless good leader in the early game, got that. So Solo's able to find them some big tracks.
Oh wow, look at this treant blocking the Venge. He can't run up. Oh, he move. Is he moving it? No, please just leave it there.
Oh, poor Doobie. Get wrecked, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doobie had to run the long way.
He might still be able to make something happen though, because he is still going to get the wrap around.
I think they can't really kill him. They're going to have to like dagger and start attacking him, because otherwise he just TPs out.
He's just going to TP straight away, yeah. Yeah, he's not going to try and make a go for it at the moment. We'll see if Mag moves down closer. Let's see if they got the deeps. Level 3 Nature's Prophet. He's got TP available. Let's have a go with the dagger. Holding on to Magic Missile, I guess, is the way to do it. Will him down first. Yeah. Now get the missile out, and yeah, great play. Really nicely done there by MVP. Just playing it in the right order. And QO, first blood there on the Spectre. Couldn't have wished for anything better there for the man.
Yeah, and I feel like Mag kind of made a mistake there. If he actually just walks back into the creep wave, then the Spectre can't hit him with Desolate, and then they don't have enough damage to actually be able to bring that Furion down. He could just, cast a teleportation, and then it's going to get cancelled by the stun maybe at the end, but I still think he would have made it out. But yeah, good execution from MVP, obviously, there. Playing it the right way.
At top at the moment as well. Solo's going to come in for a rotation. Looking to catch up for Firefly's actually going to run out here. Solo. He's Is he going to just down after
He doesn't have boots, so he's not going to be able to...
Where's your win lace, son? Where's your win lace? Come on. We 6.87 now.
Yeah,
I guess with the win lace, he probably still wouldn't have got it. He didn't... You know,
nah, I don't think he would have
initial
got it.
touch.
Yeah,
He's still
he needed to get the
slow.
hit off. But this first blood for the Spectre, he also got the last hit. It's going to mean that he's going to have really early phase boots. He's also already level 5, actually. He's getting a lot of HP from this bottom lane, so he's level 5. He has Permanent Shield, and he's going to be able to buy phase boots right now.
I mean, sure. I mean, at this point, do you not just get the urn sent out first, or do you always get the phase before?
He could get the urn with a...
I'd like to see
But the thing is, usually it's kind of hard securing kills without the phase boots. Yeah, he's going to go for the phase boots right away, because it's just like, you just deal so much more damage when you have the dagger on and the phase boots and you chase people down.
And I guess at this point it's very hard. The Furin can't really come back into lane. I mean, we've already seen Max, you don't come back down there as a Furin level 4, do you?
Yeah. No. It's very unlikely that you actually get a kill if you just have that urn and no phase boots. It's very unlikely, so I think opting for the phase boots. Also, it's easier in lane. You get to, you know, it's easier last hitting and just walking through creeps and whatnot, pathing.
Especially when you're just playing like this, pushing yourself in, trying to clear out some of these treants as well. Bottom lane, as we see Solo, he's been hanging around with no one, just trying to put the pressure on MP. And CS-wise, of course, Zeus still finding everything that he needs, but at the same time, this is allowing DK to get a lot of fun. I mean, this lane, I guess, is a bit of a wash. You know, if you're the Zeus, you're not really going to be really able to harass the DK out of lane. If you're the DK, you're not really going to be able to kill the Zeus. So it's kind of even stuff going on in the mid.
Yeah, it's kind of just a wash. But what's interesting, though, is that MVP actually are the ones who managed to push down the tier 1 and already attacking the tier 2 right now. The Spectre already up to his urn with phase boots at 5 minutes with Permanent Shield. This guy is really big. I mean, right now he's really rich. He's 500 gold ahead of that Draw Ranger. And
look at this. Vega just putting everything into this other lane. They're ignoring that push. They're wanting to try and find some action for FN, and they are going to be able to get this kill on the back right there with the positioning of Solo, the TPM from Mag. So they managed to find themselves a kill on the board. They'll now get a bit of pressure on the tier 1, but as you said, you know, yes, they killed the bat, but sucking a tier 2 at 5.5 minutes, is that really worth it?
I really don't think so. I think this is really troublesome for Vega right now. They are the ones running a draw strat, and they are losing tier 1 and tier 2 to a Spectre vengefully.
That's insane.
That is unheard of, I think. He's actually up to 1.4k gold. That has got to be the richest Spectre I've ever seen at 5 minutes.
And that's good.
He has 500 GPM at 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah. And as you said, it's against a team that's running a Drow strat. It's also against a Drow that of course, at this point, he is behind the Spectre in terms of net worth. FN's just about to hit his level 6, but yeah, this is a bit of a rocky start here for Vega. I mean, obviously, there's going to be that point where, you know, Solo eventually gets the level 6. I guess on a plus with this lane pushed in, it's going to be a bit safer for him to just kind of soak up the lane, get himself a bit of farm, get himself that XP to try and get that 6 as speedily as he can. I imagine in that respect as well, we'll probably see the tome this game at 10 minutes go towards the bounty, because getting that truck's going to be pretty key for for the side of Vega, isn't it?
Yeah, and also a very interesting rotation here from Femi. He's running through between the tier 2 and tier 3, running into... Oh, he spots the curve.
Yeah, he's looking at the curve. He's not got the deeps for that. They've got the Spectre Horn coming through. We'll see what they go for, and it's going to be looking towards the tower. Now, it does coming through. They've got the vision onto Solo. The cast is going to bounce once. Then, of course, Ref coming through. Vega getting bursted low. They're trying to turn onto Forev, but Forev just gets himself out. They'll get the stun onto MP, and it's actually going to be Vega here picking up a kill. So, yeah, MVP coming in with the Horn, not actually finding a kill with the Spectre, and actually having to be the ones that have to kind of tuck their tails and run. Forev, he's got a Firefly, but he's not actually got a TP here on this bat, so...
Yeah, I feel like they kind of baited themselves into that situation. They really didn't have to do that. They could just wait for much easier kills. I mean,
the Nature's Prophet was on his own at the back. I was surprised that the Spectre didn't go for him instead. It would have potentially been a little bit easier for him. But.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that action. I would have liked to see the Spectre pick up like something like a dust. Back when he went back to base, he could just get a dust. And then they go back to this bottom lane, pull the lane back. Like, he can TP down there. They can either get an easy kill on the Bounty Hunter with the Horn, or they just chill for top lane for them to push. They can rotate the Zeus in, and then they can fight up there with the Horn, because they know that the Bounty Hunter probably won't go there before he has 6. So I feel like they could have taken an easy fight up there, but yeah, now they're actually gonna lose that 1 kill and also lose the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, Vega certainly gonna be happy with the decisions made from MVP there. That does end up favouring the side of the die. Right. To the phase and 600 gold, but as we saw there with that first Horn, unable to find himself a kill, which I mean, it's pretty key for the Spectre to be finding those kills, isn't it? I mean, at the same time, especially when she comes out of lane, to look for a fight. I mean, it's fine if she's farming, but if she's, you know, rifting herself up beneath the enemy tier 1 and not finding anything, that's really going to slow down the great start that Kyo's had.
Yeah, and you look at like the net worth, like and also the GPM. He was so far ahead. He was at 500 GPM. He was way ahead of the Drow Ranger and also in net worth. And now the Drow Ranger caught up because they took the tier 1 and the Spectre wasn't farming during all of that. So they're almost even now.
Big stuff for Drow. Catching.
Yeah,
Just
I think still MVP are still in a pretty good position with the Spectre being so high level and also having the gold he has. Also a good awareness here from QO. He knows that his team is top. They're pushing there. There's 4 heroes up there. The only play that Vega can get right now is to go bottom, get the Spectre, and also get the tower, because the lane is not even that far pushed in. So just tipping out of the lane, just playing it safe, and good awareness from QO.
Do you see,
what is he going for though? He has a staff.
Is he going to go for something funky?
Is he going for the Echo Saber? Yeah, I think he is.
Echo Saber Spectre. I kind of like it. Well,
yeah,
the double
double Desolate. That's nice.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Gonna be the first Echo Saber. Have we seen an Echo Saber?
I've not seen an Echo Saber. I don't know, unless I wasn't paying attention to one of the games. Well, one of the games, of course, I wasn't casting. I normally tend to pay attention to games I do cast.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we've seen any Echo Sabers today. So yeah, Spectre Echo Saber. I'm imagining you don't get the double hits with your illusions on Horn.
No.
It would just be the main hero.
That would,
that would be. Well, nonetheless.
I say that now.
Yeah, and then now see how much.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's just the hero.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look. No one being caught out here. Look at the magic missile. Let's see if they can burst him down. There's your Horn in as they'll jump forward with the Thunder God's Wrath as well. QO actually going to grab himself with the Arcane Rune. And now he's going to have a bit of dagger spam. And he's already going to clean up one. This could be a really nice fight for QO as he continues to move forward, looking for more. I am Shoma and No One, but they'll stun him. Hold him back for the time being. He's got another dagger now. And Forever's closing in. Daggering Shoma the Slayer, and with the Urn Charge ticking him down as well, but he's got the heal. Shoma should be fine unless QO can get one touch. He needs to get himself in there, and he'll do it. And this is going to be a huge clean-up here. Oh my goodness, this is one of those fights where Spectre is going to start to look disgusting. Walks in, walks out. 2-0-2 now on the board, and QO level 9 on this Spectre.
I feel like no other team would be at your diving your tier 3s at the 10-minute mark.
Oh, Solo's actually pick off MP. That's nice. Solo catching MP off the back of this.
That's a big kill for the bounty hunter. He gets a lot of EXP from that.
Yeah, suddenly he's just right around the corner from hitting that level 6.
But still, I mean, just diving the tier 3 at 10-minute mark and then just walking out. That you saw the Breathe Fire dealt a lot of damage. It hit so many heroes.
Yeah.
It almost killed off the Spectre.
It was close. I mean, he walked out on minimal health. At this one as well, there's tome available for the side of Vega. Wait, who bought it?
Oh, we see a Roche here coming out of Vega. This is a good response. They have a very good Roche lineup. The Drow Ranger, a lot of damage early on.
Oh, no, it's stop 0. This is still down. But yeah, as you said, the fact that they can do this with this lineup, the Death Ward trying to punish Varev, but there's not going to be enough damage at this point. He flies himself back up. The sentry's been dropped. They've caught Solo out. No messing around. Jumping in with the lasso. They will manage to kill off the bounty hunter. So they can try and go in for a little bit more. As Witch Doctor is going to be the next to pay the price. No one. When we get left behind, he's able to get himself back out and away. Well, looking at the Spectre, how close are we to that now? Very, very close. Very close indeed. Just 100 gold, and we're going to see our first Spectre Echo Saber. And it's going to be very, very exciting to see come into play. Because Q at the moment, 2-0-3. I mean, he must know what he's doing. It must be good.
Yeah, this is the 8,716 MMR player right here. Building the Echo Saber on Spectre. He knows what to do.
Yeah, everyone start doing this in your pubs.
Yeah, or don't, depending on how good it is.
Yeah, let's see what happens with it. But yeah, with the 3 points Desolate, I guess at 10 he'll get the 4th one. He doesn't need a second dispersion. Just max out the Desolate. Start to get the double punches in. I mean, how much Desolate damage now? So 60,
nice.
65 extra damage, isn't it? 65 extra pure.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also the attack.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Haunting in. Let's see how much he can do here. Eyes onto No One. No One's going to get Magic Missile down. The tracks have been thrown out by Solo, but they've already dusted him. They'll be able to chase him with the Zeus. Meanwhile, Qo and Dubu just going in the middle of this fight. Qo, so be careful though, Dubu. He's been held back in FM. They've popped the Aegis on him. Didn't kill anyone again though, Febby. Just forcing them back here with her harassment. And it's just going to be the 2-for-1, including in that the fact that they take the Aegis out of the Drow's hands. And MVP with this push, they will be able to get themselves a tier 1 tower in the mix as well.
Yeah, they get the 2-for-1 special with the Aegis and also the Spectre picking up that last hit on the tower.
Yeah,
and Echo Saber, yeah, it looks like they'll quite some damage in that fight.
Yeah, no, and Qo now, yeah, just up to 1100 on top of the newly purchased Saber for Ev. Maybe he's got a lasso still. Can they try and kill this DK? If they take him away from the fight and they get Qo in with the Desolate here, she's going to pound, pound, bam, bam, yeah, with the double shots. But the Dragon Burst is going to hold him back. Qo, he is going in pretty ham. He's still with the free pathing as he gets himself out. Feng can't quite get the touches in. And now with the urn, yeah, Qo's going to be fine. He just sticks around, farms the wave. They killed the DK at the end of this one for Ev. Up in the Sprout, the Shuriken coming through, and they'll find that. So they do get themselves at least a trade. Offlaner for a mid again. MVP are going to be happy, and there's more and more action that Qo is involved in. Doesn't die, 206, and just about to hit level 11 as well on the Spectre. So getting very, very scary.
And this Echo Saber is probably also in response to the drums being changed a bit now. So you don't want to buy drums on that hero anymore as much as he previously did.
Yeah, I guess he's just getting some kind of all-round.
Is he going for the Diffusal or the Radiance next though?
I mean, I guess with the Echo Saber, just double hit Diffusal could be quite nice.
Yeah, it could be, and also the 40 mana drain instead of.
Yes, yeah, I would not be surprised if you just get Diffusal and then get Manta. Yeah. At this point, but at the same time, maybe he feels there's the pace of the game to go for it. We might just see him stockpile gold and look towards the Radiance.
Yeah, Radiance is definitely not bad here. I mean, the Witch Doctor heal kind of negates some of it, and you see also the Witch Doctor maxing the out the heal. Also probably because of all of the damage coming out of the Zeus, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Diffusal here actually.
Let's see what Q's got. I mean, at the moment, we are certainly seeing that he's doing a lot of the fights with Pajkatt on top. Yeah, he's going to be the jump in onto FN. Qo pops the horn, returns up to the fight, lets his teammates kill off FN and Qo. We'll see if we can get eyes on anyone else. Looks like the rest of them will be able to split. But that is your Drow down. I mean, it really does feel at this point of the game, 16 minutes in, that the lineup from Vega is starting to get punished by MVP. I mean, just like that, killing off the Drow. It's got to be a little bit scary for Vega if you're at this point of the game, because I feel like with their draft, they would have wanted to be ahead at this point.
Yeah, definitely. They needed to get ahead in the laning stage and then just kind of snowball from there. We have never seen them group up as 5 in this push, and the DK, he's really poor. No armlet at 16 minutes. He's also only level 8.
Yeah, DK's trying to find a kill in it. I get him, yeah. Gets him with the stun. Max there as well to follow up.
They're gonna catch out the Bad Rider, and also Bounty Hunter picking up now Hood, but.
Yeah, there's Death Forward mid lane. Qo. He's got to be careful. He's going to go for the TP out here in the trees. Is he going to make it?
Wow!
No!
That's Dota 2 passing. He gets pushed outside of the trees. I think the dagger expired or something. He just gets pushed outside.
Oh.
That's really, really important for Vega.
He's going to be kicking himself for that. Yeah, that's a big one for Vega.
Another thing to note is that actually the Venge also picked up an urn. So the Spectre has been in some fights where he doesn't receive urn charges because the Venge.
Oh, that's got it. I mean, what? That. There's no really reason for that. Is there double A?
I don't think so.
I mean, back in the day, I could take double jumps. That's fine. That's cool. We've seen double AC. I mean, that's maybe a bit. Cool, man. That's not cool.
No, not
double
cool.
earn.
Do not do this in pubs, guys.
You know.
Not cool.
Okay, yeah, double earn for the boys. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna see though the mech on the Furion. They have the armlet now on the DK. They have the hood on the Bounty Hunter. He's also very close. Does he actually have already the pipe? I think he might already have the pipe.
He's got the full pipe with the rest of it? Yeah, he's got the pipe done.
That's a rich Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, 17.5 minutes in. I mean, yeah, that's going to be huge against this Zeus. And of course, with the new change with pipe. I mean, are we going to see multiple pipes? Is anyone else going to buy a pipe?
Zeus and that Rider.
I mean, you certainly take a long time to die. I guess it kind of shuts. It's a very defensive way of playing if you do pick up a second one. But I guess it's unlikely, isn't it? Unless...
I mean, who would really buy the second pipe? I guess the DK could buy a hood of his own, but we'll see. The DK, he's only level 9, though.
Yeah, he's suffering a bit. He is suffering. But it's good for the Drow that she's now back on top. Actually going to go for a smoke up here, Vega. We'll see what kind of opening they are able to find. heading round down, and Roshan, of course, still on a timer. So I'm going to be able to find that. Yeah, MVP on the high ground here, round by their own ancients. And Vega, let's see how deep they want to go. Let's see if they can find this. Oh, okay.
Zeus.
Yeah. Yeah, the gig is up.
They're
know the Vega there. Vega still want to fight by the looks of it. They're going to jump in onto QO. QO, the ult here. Going to jump to the side, looking for the lasso, but the silence coming through in the gust. And now, with the Death Ward, they've got to be careful about fighting into this one MVP. Sprout onto Duba to control him on the sidelines. Trying to look to burst MP, but he gets forced after away. He's going to be fine. Magic Missile onto no one. He's popping the charges, but it's not enough. They'll take down the Dragon Knight, and now eyes on more. Eyes onto Mag. The impetus hit. They'll get the vision, and they'll take him. They do lose Spectre.
They did lose the Spectre there. I'm a bit surprised that MVP chose to fight there, using the Zeus ult before the fight
they just
and
get
having
the
0 damage from it, and then still choosing to fight and basically leaving their Spectre to die. I'm not sure if that's the right play, because they did end up getting a track kill there. I guess they did trade 2 cores for 1, but
so
I guess MVP are so fine with it at the end of the day.
Yeah, they do get the favourable trade. Only just though. Yeah, losing the Spectre, not really something that be happening. Yeah.
They have this Enchantress who is getting quite a bit of farm. I guess we're gonna see the Hurricane Pike. Is it flying out already?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Hurricane White Pose. Alright. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Something as well. It's gonna be interesting to see if we see the Drow get it on Vega. It's kind of nice as well for the Drow Ranger to create that gap between the two.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, it's the
she's prioritising BKB at the Drow.
The recipe you need to is 250.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So he needs.
She's not got enough. Oh, she's very close.
Yeah, it's very close.
Witch Doctor's going to be the man for the tome on the side of Vega.
Yeah, closing in on that 11. Gonna be a bit more damage on his Death Ward.
And they're going to pick a gem now up on Doobie for the side of MVP. So. Thinking that was the bat, the bat's going to be holding that one. So now it's going to make the life of the bounty hunter just a little bit harder. Map control as well is going to fall off a little bit for Vega if they can get those D wards.
Yeah, and Drow is closing in on that BKB.
Yeah,
it's going to be
very close.
Very nice for him. Then he can fight up against both the Zeus and the Batrider much easier. They do still have the Enchantress and the Venge, so there are ways to kill him for sure if he ever gets caught out. But he's going to negate a lot of the damage from MVP at least.
And, looking at the Spectre, we talked about it earlier, he is still just looking to save the gold. Do you think he's still trying for the Radiant?
Well, seeing as he hasn't bought anything yet, I would actually think so.
Because he has died, so he would have bought up part of the item if he was buying something else, surely.
Yeah, I really think he would have. I think at this point he's going to go for the Radiance, and
his
farm has actually stopped a lot. Like you saw,
slowed down.
It slowed down so much. He was at 5k at I think around like the 8-minute mark or something like that. It was crazy, and then in the next 10 minutes or something he got almost no farm. Like he's still only sitting at that Echo Saber urn. He does almost have, he has 3k gold now, so I guess he's gonna purchase the relic pretty soon. And he will be dealing a lot of damage once that Radiance does come out.
We'll see if he joins the fight if it kicks off as well, because he does not want to risk dying when it's taking this long to save up this much. You can see already Vega coming down the bottom. I think MVP are aware their lines are being drawn down here by the Venge. He knows that they're in the area.
Yeah, they're not going to fight until he has that Vega.
Dire's middle tower.
They can't sit against coming out.
Unless they can find a really good, easy initiation where they know that they just win the fight right away, but Vega have that BKB now, the Drow Ranger. I don't know if MVP has seen it yet. I think they have, because he was pushing the wave earlier.
They are actually coming around here. We'll see if who's going to be the one to jump. And Fareb moving in, they pop the horn, and QO actually looking to go straight for Shema the Slayer, but he's dropped down the Death Ward. They've taken down the bat, and he's getting a great duration. And yes, the Spectre just can't kill the Witch Doctor. He doesn't even have enough damage. FN's going to be the one turning it into the favour of Vega. They're going to find a third. And that fight, Shoma, he popped off Voodoo Restoration. He sat there, got a fully length Death Ward out. Spectre was there trying to hit him. But Spectre, he wasn't in the Desolate because there was stuff around the Witch Doctor. And it's just not enough phase in Echo Saber. The Witch Doctor didn't care. He was just healing right through it.
Yeah,
that's got to be worrying for MVP.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they're actually doing this. They're fighting with
he did at least buy the relic before he died.
Spectre didn't die.
Oh, sorry, Spectre didn't die. He just
he just walked away. Yeah. But I mean, Vega are getting free fights, and they're also getting free track gold. The the Bounty Hunter is now 11. He has a 4 staff. DK, he's very close to his BKB. The Witch Doctor has 1k gold. Drow Ranger's gonna have the Aegis and now 2k gold after that. And the Prophet, I guess that's gonna be a Maelstrom. So, kind of surprised to see MVP actually go for these fights when they are sitting with so much gold on that Spectre. Like, at least, if anything, I feel like they should be defending the towers with the Zeus so that they can slow down the push with the Arc Lightning, make sure that Vega are low before they take the fight, and then go in.
And just let QO continue to farm up.
Yeah, but just fighting
just
straight on, it seems...
You don't feel
the way to go.
They don't need to actively be looking for a fight.
They really don't, I think. And also, if they take these fights also so close to their base, the base could just be gone. If they don't have buyback or if
the
their
pushing
death
power is
timers...
insane for Vega. It really is.
It really, yeah.
I mean, what does the Drow go for next? You just go for the Manta next?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think Manta is a pretty good choice. You can maybe confuse the Batrider if he's going to try to jump in and use Lasso. Also the Enchantress if she's going to be targeting you. You could kind of just botch the initiation.
We saw MVP coming up top, maybe trying to look for a fight. Haunt is back available, so if they're able to get a pick on someone. Solo getting down a very nice lane ward and keeping himself hidden in the shadows. And indeed, it is going to be the Manta style dropped on, built by FN. So Manta BKB level 15 on the Drow. He is 2k ahead of the Spectre. I mean, he really is turning around this game with his team. Spectre is close to the Radiance. Obviously, that point how farm's going to increase, and we may be able to see a Cure just achieve a little bit more in these fights.
Yeah, they are going to have double BKBs now, though.
Yeah.
Double BKBs, mech, pipe. I'm curious, maybe someone will go Glads. Their auras are stacking up nicely now. And also, Dragon Knight gets the Drow aura once he uses Dragon Form.
That's true.
He's going to hit hard.
It really is. So let's see what they can do with the Radiance. And I think as well these fights, that's what kind of been making it hard for MVP is no one has been hitting these multi-hero Dragon Breaths, and suddenly 35% less damage output from the boys.
I mean, they don't really have that much physical damage, so it's not a huge deal, but I just think it's the lack of items on the Spectre so far.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to fight when you have so much gold on that hero and it doesn't actually do anything. Then it's hard to fight, but it's gonna be interesting to see if this Radiance actually is enough.
Again, this Thunder God's Wrath.
I feel like at this point Vegas have so much to negate a lot of MVP's damage with the Witch Doctor heal, the mech, the pipe.
Yeah, that they
also
can
the double BKBs.
I mean, do you feel that they can just group up and go down lane?
I would like to see them just group up with the Sages and just push. The Drow Ranger is very close to 16 too, so they're gonna push even faster, deal more damage.
No, I think you're right. I think there's no reason why not to now at this point when you're kind of hitting this peak against a lineup that would have happily kind of taken this on a little bit. You know, Spectre, as you said, FaZe has the Radiance, but the 26 minutes in, is it still going to be enough against the lineup that Vega have got?
They might want to fight this with the Spectre buyback, potentially. Nope, he actually buys up Electrocute right away. Yeah, I think Vega are going to be just going.
Yeah, no one gets shoved in, and will just instantly punish MP. A really nice play there.
He does not have buyback.
That was really not forcing in the DK so he can get the stun off. And Zeus did not expect a dragon being shoved down this time.
I think that's one side for sure. They might go bottom. They might get two.
I mean, they're haunting into this, but Kyo, what's he going to do? He's coming in. The Gust will push him back, and Kyo, he gets swapped up, but he's dead. What has happened to MVP?
No buyback.
Yeah.
It's just, are they going to go for a throw, or are they just going to get bottom?
They've gone crazy.
Yeah, this is going to be two sides of Rex.
Made some really painful mistakes, and Vega are just like, alright, thanks for getting our Drow Strap back online. That was MVP just slipping up big time there over the past kind of 5 minutes of this game. From that fight down at the bottom to the mistakes around the base, it cost them 2 sets of racks.
I mean, MVP had, at the 13-minute mark, they had a 4k advantage roughly.
I mean,
they are down now 15k, I think, after these Rex.
I mean, I don't want to blame the Specs build, but is this the Echo Saber? It's
I don't know
if he
it's
did
the
differently,
Echo
do you
Saber
think it would have been?
I don't know if it's so much the Echo Saber. I think it's the way that they approached the fights, I feel like.
Yeah.
And if anything, maybe not the Echo Saber, but actually just not going for either a Yasha or a Diffusal Blade or something along those lines before this Radiance, because they were just fighting when they couldn't fight.
Oh boy, this is MVP need to do something pretty serious to recover this one. I mean, Drow now, what, nearly 5k ahead of this Spectre with Radiant. He's got 4k gold as well. I mean, FN at this point, what do you think is going to build? Do you just build the stats? Do you get yourself the butterfly?
I think you go for a butterfly here, yeah.
That's going to be so nice for the team as well. I mean, we're just seeing how much pushback they've got. It feels like we are literally on the edge of Vega just being able to go to the top lane and just look to try and tier 2 Omega them.
Yeah, I think they could. Okay, they just lose the Aegis right now, so maybe they will wait for the next Roche. They could do that if they wanted to play it very safe. The Dragon Knight does have a Blink Dagger now, so they can initiate very easily. And they do have a Vlad's on the bounty hunter too, who's going for, I guess, a lot of Atos. But yeah, all of these on Vegas heroes are just so far. Yeah, it's approaching 20k lead now, actually.
Okay, and this is the power of the bounty as well.
Yeah, and also just the racks going down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 2 sets of racks will do that for your bank. Yeah.
Money in the bank.
MVP, they've got to be a little bit shaken up by this play from Vega. Vega showing them that they very much do have control of the game at this point. And Bounty, what's he going for here with his Fit booster? Vanguard into Abyssal?
Probably, it could be a Crimson actually, but yeah, Crimson, I was thinking maybe Atos. Or just a casual Vit booster.
Yeah.
He just wants a bit more HP, so he just doesn't
Vit booster and Pipe. I mean, he's pretty tough to kill.
He is. He's very tough to kill. But it's also very good for Vega to actually keep him alive, because he does provide so much with these utility items as well as the track. So they want to make sure that he stays alive. And okay, Skadi.
Yeah,
just sitting now at 2.7k HP. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes with the build. You only ever had 1 point in the Frost Arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
And
why not get a Skadi if you can?
Yeah. No one jumping in, looking for the damage onto Forev. He's falling down low. Will they be able to finish? And they will. The Shuriken bounces through. They'll find one. Mag still alive at this. You see the Henge trying to get the damage out, but Vega, they're just out DPSing MVP by a country mile, and GG is called. Just like that, game is done. MVP, I mean, they had it at the start. The Spec was looking to have a great game, but then it just all fell apart. They lost too many fights in a row. Bounty track gold. Vega just doing a serious amount of damage with the Drow, and I just fell to pieces very quickly for MVP.
Game was good, but Vega was better.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Echo Saber Spectre, will we be seeing more of it, Pa?
I don't know. We might, but
I mean,
I just feel like
Yeah,
I'm not too sure actually. I'm curious if you should have gone for another build, if you should have gone straight for a Radius instead of the Echo Saber. I just feel, they didn't get that much value out of that item. And it is 2.6k gold, I think. Yeah, 2.6 roughly.
Yeah, 2.675.
I just feel, they didn't get too much value out of the Echo Saber. And then on top of that, just all the gold that they had on the Spectre when they were fighting, it's just waste.
Yeah, well, I think, at least they're trying stuff out. You know, it's a bit of an experiment, especially day one here at the LAN. We can expect to see lots of different things coming out for the teams. But yeah, at the end of the day, Vega, they just keep it kind of El Clasico and just go with a classic CIS, Drow, push strat, and it works out fine. Maybe could argue kind of DK being buffed up a little bit, so something that we might not have seen them pick before. But we know in the past, no one has got to be one of the people who played probably DK quite a lot. We see quite a lot in the past of non-DK.
It was a while back.
Patches. No, kind of maybe a couple of patches before, but yeah, it works out. Vega playing very well. They're going to be moving on. This is, of course, the first game of Group B, so they'll go up, and MVP will go down. We'll see them, of course, play against the losers of EG versus Advenom.
If you want to see EG play Dota 2,
EG Bulba.
Just keep watching.
Come on.
EG Bulba.
Bulba Clockwork. Come on, give it to us, baby. But anyway, that's going to be around the corner. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to cut to a short outbreak here at WePlay Season 3 LAN. We'll see you guys about.